What if the real enemy holding you back isn't out there? It's the weak voice inside you. What if every excuse, every delay, every soft comfort you chase is a silent killer of your destiny? And what if the only way to truly live is to declare war on the version of yourself that's been dragging you down? Prepare to uncover the brutal truths that will tear down your weakness, ignite your fire, and forge a man who refuses to kneel. Look in the mirror, not at your face, not at your body, at the man staring back at you. Do you respect him? Do you trust him to carry your name through this life with dignity, with strength, with honor? Or do you feel that sinking weight in your chest, the quiet shame of knowing you've let yourself down? You know what I'm talking about, that version of you. The one that stalls, that overthinks, that wastes hours drowning in distractions. He is not your friend, he is a disease, a parasite, a liar who whispers tomorrow, a coward who buckles when life demands action, a weakling who worships comfort, who talks about change, but folds the moment. Discomfort knocks at the door. That version of you is your greatest enemy, and you have two choices: kill him now or let him kill you slowly, piece by piece, because make no mistake, he is killing you. Every excuse is a chain around your neck. Every moment wasted is another nail in the coffin of your potential. Every time you avoid hardship, you are choosing weakness over strength, regret over pride, disgrace over honor. And the world, it doesn't care. Time moves forward. The strong rise. The weak fade into nothing. And life does not pause for those who hesitate. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Yet you act as if you are promised another day, another chance, another lifetime to get it right. You are not. And if you do not wake up now, if you do not burn that weaker self to ashes, then you will die without ever having lived as the man you were meant to be." Let this sink in. There is no savior coming for you. No one is going to force you to level up. No one is going to drag you out of bed, rip the phone from your hands, and push you toward the life you claim to want. It is you against you. You must become your own master, your own savior, your own executioner. And execution is the word, because the old you, the one ruled by fear, by laziness, by self-pity, he must die right here, right now. No mercy, no hesitation, no second thoughts. A man is not forged in comfort. He is built in the fire of hardship and the weight of discipline in the suffering. He does not run from, but embraces. Strength does not appear. It is carved from the flesh of struggle. You do not become a man, you earn it, through blood, through sweat, through the quiet agony of doing what must be done, even when every part of you begs to quit. So, you have a decision to make. Will you keep feeding the weaker self, letting him whisper sweet lies in your ear, letting him keep you chained to a life of mediocrity, or will you destroy him, rip him out by the roots, and step into the discipline, the power, the cold, unshakable self-respect that only the strong will ever know? Before we begin, like, comment, and subscribe. Because this isn't just a video. This isn't just motivation. This is war. A war against the part of you that's been holding you back, robbing you of the life you were meant to live. And today we take no prisoners. Let's go. Number 1, burn the crutches you lean on. Excuses are the gasoline fueling your downfall. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. Every time you utter these words, you're feeding the weakest part of yourself. The part that thrives on hesitation, that clings to comfort like a drowning man clutching a rock. Every excuse is another link in the chain, binding you to mediocrity. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that suffering isn't what breaks a man. Weakness is. Marcus Aurelius didn't sit around waiting for the perfect conditions. He ruled an empire while battling plagues, betrayals, and war. Epicus was born a slave, but still mastered himself. Seneca wrote about resilience while staring death in the face. They didn't lean on crutches, they walked through fire, knowing that hardship is the only forge strong enough to shape a man. But what about you? How many times have you justified staying in your comfort zone? You know exactly what I mean, that moment when you should be up grinding, but instead you're scrolling through an endless abyss of distractions. That morning when the alarm rings, and instead of rising like a warrior, you hit snooze and roll deeper into weakness. Every excuse you make is another brick in the wall, separating you from the man you were meant to be. You want to change? Then burn the crutches. Burn them all. Stop leaning on distractions. Stop making comfort your God if you keep choosing the easy way. Don't be surprised when life treats you like an afterthought. The Stoics had a simple rule: do what is necessary, not what is easy. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about setting a standard and following through no matter how you feel. Whether the fire inside you is roaring or barely flickering, you show up whether you're tired, uninspired, or broken. You move forward. The man who only acts when he feels like it is no man at all. He's a slave to his emotions, a puppet pulled by the strings of impulse and laziness, Aelius wrote. You have power over your mind. Not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. In other words, stop waiting for life to change. You change you. Take control. You cut out the dead weight, you discard the excuses, and you do what needs to be done, because a man without discipline is already lost. The ones who rise, who build legacies, are the ones who embrace the grind when no one is watching. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They don't negotiate with their excuses, they bury them every second. Wasted is a second stolen from the life you could have had. The clock is ticking. Either you take control, or you stay stuck in the same cycle forever, wondering, what could have been? Burn the crutches, set your standard, and step into the fire, because the only way out of weakness is through it. Number 2. Starve weakness, feed discipline. Weakness is a shadow that clings to the soul, a silent enemy that thrives on our indulgences. It feeds on your time, your focus, your will. It convinces you that comfort is a virtue, that avoiding effort is justified. But comfort is a poison, and indulgence is a prison. To live in weakness is to live a life of self-imposed slavery. The wise don't wait for motivation because they understand that true strength doesn't rise from fleeting desires. Motivation is temporary, discipline is everlasting. The disciplined man does not seek comfort. He seeks growth. He does not wait for the right moment, he makes it. He rises before the sun. Not because he feels like it, but because he knows that in the silence of early morning, he can wrestle with the day before it even begins. When doubt comes knocking, the disciplined man does not listen. He doesn't succumb to the whispers that tell him to rest, to take a shortcut to avoid the discomfort. He faces it head-on and keeps moving forward. And every step, every moment of resistance is the foundation of his strength. Remember the Stoic truth: you are not bound by your impulses. Your mind is your greatest ally or your greatest enemy to starve. Weakness is to refuse to let your emotions dictate your actions. It is to take control of your thoughts, to lead them, not follow them. You must demand from yourself what you expect from the world. In every moment of hesitation, in every temptation to choose comfort, you must ask, what would a man of discipline do? Now cut away distractions. They are the chains that keep you from the life you could have. Distractions are the enemy of focus, the enemy of growth. Every moment you waste is a moment stolen from your potential. Every second you indulge in weakness, you deny yourself the power to shape your destiny. The disciplined man understands this. Only through hardship, through overcoming resistance, does he grow. He feeds the warrior inside by pushing through the struggle. He builds his strength by denying weakness its hold over him. So starve the weakness, feed the discipline. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you forge a stronger version of yourself. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise above, to become the man you are meant to be. The only true enemy you face is the one inside you, the one that wants to hold you back, and you have the power to silence that enemy by choosing discipline every time. Remember, what is in our control is the discipline we choose to build, the weaknesses we choose to starve the rest. Let go. Number 3, control your mind, control your fate. Most people are prisoners, locked inside their own minds, held captive by the lies they tell themselves. The moment life turns up the heat, they start negotiating with themselves like weaklings, pleading for mercy. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should just quit. Shut it down. The first sign of defeat is in the mind. Before your body ever waves the white flag, your mind surrenders. Weakness doesn't begin in your muscles or in your actions. It starts in the thoughts you entertain. The moment you let doubt settle in, you're already halfway defeated. If your mind is soft, the rest of you will be too. But if your mind is forged in iron, if your will is unshakable, then nothing can break you. The greatest warriors never surrender to their thoughts. They don't let the mind trick them into quitting. They train there. Mind sharpen them like a blade. They know the truth. Strength is not born in comfort. It's forged in the fire of struggle. Every battle you face, every ounce of pain you endure, is only sharpening your edge, preparing you for what lies ahead. Struggle isn't your enemy, it's your ally. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. The mind that is trained to see struggle as an upward OPP, unity, to welcome pain as a sign of growth, is unstoppable every time you face hardship, every time you fight through the voice telling you to quit. You're building a version of yourself that cannot be defeated. The mind that is unshaken will make the body follow. This is the essence of Stoicism. Seneca, the great Stoic, taught that the mind must be the master of the body. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. He said most of the pain you feel, most of the struggle you face is self-inflicted through fear, doubt, and a weak mind. You are not your thoughts. You control them. And when you control your mind, you control your fate. Every battle is won in the mind first. If you can conquer your thoughts, you've already won half the war. The external world will challenge you, break you down, try to knock you off course. But if you own your mind, nothing can stop you. Not the weight of the world, not the endless obstacles, not the doubts that come flooding in. So when the pain comes, welcome it, laugh at it. When the struggle hits, smile at it. Don't see it as an obstacle, but as the forge where your true strength is molded. Life isn't about avoiding difficulty. It's about mastering your mind in the midst of it. Think of the strongest men in history. They didn't avoid hardship. They thrived in it. They didn't wait for life to be easy. They turned every challenge into a chance to grow stronger. They made their minds their fortress when the storm hit. They didn't cower. They stood tall, unbent, ready to face it head on. Remember this: you are the master of your mind. You are the master of your fate. When you control your thoughts, you control your actions, and when you control your actions, nothing can defeat you. Number 4, embrace the pain that others run from. Comfort isn't just a luxury. It's a silent killer. It slithers into your life, quiet and unassuming, wrapping its arms around you with promises of ease, peace, and indulgence. It whispers in your ear, "Rest, you've earned it. You deserve this," and you fall for it. You lie down, you take the bait, but as you sink deeper into that soft comfort, you begin to wither. You rot in your own complacency like a flower that's never allowed to reach the sun. And when you wake up, you realize you've become a shadow of who you could have been, a pale imitation of greatness. Now look at the giants in history. The men who etched their names into eternity. They didn't climb to greatness by avoiding pain. Hell, they didn't even blink when it came barreling toward them. They ran straight into it with fire in their veins and steel in their hearts. They understood the cold, hard truth that most men refuse to accept. The path to greatness is paved with blood, sweat, and endless struggle. Every step they took, every bruise, every scar was not a sign of weakness. It was proof of their resilience. It was a battle won, a victory snatched from the jaws of comfort. They didn't shy away from the grind. They didn't retreat when the storm hit. No, they danced in the rain. They embraced the pain because they knew every moment of suffering was carving out the unstoppable force they would become. They didn't look for shortcuts. They didn't look for the easy way. They found their strength in the struggle, in the sweat, in the exhaustion that leaves you gasping for breath. So, what about you? Are you going to keep hiding from discomfort, running away from every challenge that dares to knock on your door? Or are you going to chase it down like the beast? It is pain is not the enemy. It's your ally. It's the hammer that shapes you into the man you were meant to be. Every drop of sweat is a drop of future power. Every ounce of pain is a slice of unbreakable strength. Every moment you fight through the struggle is a battle won. Epicus, the Stoic warrior, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You can't control the pain, but you can control how you face it. You can either cower or you can stand tall, chin raised, eyes blazing, and face the storm like a man who knows it cannot defeat him. Pain isn't your executioner. It's the forge where your spirit is made when others are running. You run toward it when they shrink from the fight. You charge at it like a lion hunting its prey. Every time you push through, every time you refuse to bow to the weight of the world, you build yourself into someone who cannot be crushed. Stop running from the discomfort, hunt it down. Chase it in everything you do. Wake up before the world even knows you're awake. Push your body until it screams for mercy. Step into every challenge with the fury of a warrior who has nothing to lose, because that discomfort, that's the gateway to your power. That's the portal that will transform you into a version of yourself that no one can break. When the world tells you to rest, get up. When your body tells you to quit, push harder. When your mind says you can't, scream back, I will. Because you know something that most people never will. The man who embraces is the pain, is the man who builds himself from the inside out. The greatest victories are not won in comfort. They are won in the battlefields of sweat, blood, and struggle. So step into the fire, be the fire. Let it burn you, let it forge you, let it create a warrior who rises from the ashes, unbreakable. Unstoppable. Rise through the pain. The world will try to break you, but you are the one who will rise above it all. No one can touch you when you embrace the pain that others run from. You will be forged in the fire. You will emerge unstoppable, and nothing will stand in your way. Number 5, kill the old you before he kills you. This is the final unbreakable truth. The one most refused to face. The weak version of yourself is not just a shadow you can ignore. He's not a little flaw you can hide behind. No, he's a parasite, a force that's slowly and silently eating you alive every time you give into comfort, every time you surrender to laziness, every time you allow fear to make your decisions for you. He gets stronger and you get weaker. You are digging your own grave, one small concession at a time. Every time you make an excuse, every time you feel like taking a break, you're sinking deeper into the pit of mediocrity. The longer you let that old version of yourself live, the more he destroys you. He destroys your confidence. He destroys your dreams. He destroys every ounce of your future, like a cancer eating away at your potential. Every time you let him breathe, you let him drag you further into the abyss. Every moment you keep him alive, he's already killing you. You think you have time. You think you can figure it out later. Wake up. Time is not a luxury. This is not some game you play. This isn't some moment to think about or wait for the right time. This is your life right now. This second, this breath, and it's slipping away. Every second you waste is another step closer to the abyss. One chance, one shot. That's all you get. If you keep feeding the old you, he will eat you alive, that version of you. The lazy one, the one who chooses fear over action, the one who convinces you that it's okay to settle for less than you deserve. He will drag you down. He will kill everything you could have become, everything you could have built, the strength you never found, the dreams you never chased, the freedom you never earned. If you don't kill him now, if you don't tear him apart, he will pull you under. He will be the reason you wake up years from now with regret, staring at the wreckage of a life you could have had, wondering where it all went wrong, and you'll know it was him, the weak version of yourself that you kept alive for far too long. You nourished him, you fed him every day, and now he is devouring your future. Marcus Aurelius said the impediment to action advances. Action, what stands in the way, becomes the way. The old you, the weak, fearful you, is the impediment. He's the one standing between you and everything you're meant to be, and if you don't kill him, if you don't break him into 1,000 pieces, he will stand in the way of every single thing you want to achieve. He will become the wall you can never climb. He will be the reason you never reach the heights you were born to hit. Right here, right now, you make the decision. You either destroy that old version of yourself or he destroys you. You rise from the ashes of your former self, or you stay buried beneath his weight. There is no middle ground. The weak you is going to kill your confidence, your purpose, and your future. You will wake up one day and realize that the man you used to be is the very thing that killed you. The clock is ticking. You have no time to waste. Stop letting the old you hold you hostage. You have one choice. Kill him before he kills you, and don't tiptoe around it. Don't try to fix him or give him a second chance. You obliterate him. Every piece of weakness, every ounce of fear, every excuse, you burn it all to the ground. You tear it apart, and